everyone. Welcome to Sam's Summaries. This episode is a deep dive discussion into Sam Fury's summary of Chapter 5 from the book Models by Mark Manson. It has been created with the help of AI. The chapter is titled Rejection and Success. You can read the original post at samfury.com.
All right, so we're diving deep today into some uncharted waters, maybe.
Ooh, deep dive. I like that.
Dating.
Yes, dating. The eternal mystery.
And, it's not always smooth sailing.
No, not at all.
There are bumps, there are storms, there are rejections.
Dreaded R word.
But what if?
Yeah.
What if we could actually use rejection to our advantage? Like, what if it's not the end of the world, but actually a helpful signpost?
That's an interesting thought.
We're going to find out today.
Okay.
And our trusty guide for this journey is, drumroll please, Mark Manson and his book Models.
Ah, a classic.
Right. And I'm telling you, after this, you might just start looking forward to those rejections. Or at least not dread them quite so much.
Well, I'm intrigued.
So Manson comes out swinging right off the bat. He says, there is no success without failure.
Okay, bold statement.
Right. But how does that apply to dating? I mean, we're not talking about like failing a test here.
Exactly. It's not about passing or failing at finding a partner. It's more about those moments when you put yourself out there and it doesn't work out. You get rejected.
Yeah.
And it can feel, pretty awful, like a personal attack almost.
Oh, totally. Like you're not good enough for something.
Exactly. But Manson's saying that if you're so afraid of that feeling that you don't even try, well, you're probably playing it too safe. You're not giving yourself a real chance to connect with someone.
So it's like you're saying it's better to be bold, even if it means getting rejected, than to just kind of fade into the background.
Right. Think about it. If you're always trying to be what you think other people want, you're not letting anyone see the real you. And that's how you end up in these, what Manson calls polarizing interactions. You're either going to repel people because you're not being genuine, or you're going to attract people who aren't actually into the real you, which, what's the point of that?
That's so true. I think we've all probably been in situations where we've tried to be someone we're not to impress someone, and it just ends up feeling awkward and inauthentic.
Exactly. So yeah, it's about being authentically yourself, even if it means some people aren't into it. It might feel risky, but it actually saves you a lot of time and heartache in the long run.
Because you're finding those people who actually like you for you.
Precisely. And the connections you make will be much more genuine and fulfilling. It's like, why settle for a lukewarm connection when you can have a blazing fire?
Okay, I love that analogy.
Yeah.
But speaking of things that can feel like a cold shower, let's talk about that classic line, it's not you, it's me. Or, it's not you, it's her.
Oh, yeah, the classic deflection. We've all heard it, and we all know it's not always the whole truth.
Right. I mean, sometimes it's totally valid, but sometimes it just feels like a cop-out.
Totally. But here's where Manson gets really insightful. He acknowledges that while self-improvement is important.
Always good to work on ourselves, right?
Absolutely. But he also reminds us that sometimes it really is just about timing, compatibility, or even just random circumstances. Sometimes it's just pure chance. The right person, wrong time, or the wrong person, right time,
It's like the universe playing a cosmic game of musical chairs with our love lives.
Right. You just never know when that music's going to stop and who you're going to end up next to.
So next time you get rejected, remember you are not defined by it. It might just be a case of wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly. Don't take it personally. It's just about finding that right fit, like a puzzle piece,
Oh, I love that analogy. So it's not about collecting as many puzzle pieces as possible.
Yeah.
It's about finding the ones that fit perfectly with your unique shape.
Exactly. And that brings us to another important point. What does success in dating actually mean? Is it about the number of dates you go on? Is it about finding a partner just to have one?
Or is it something deeper? Manson says it's about finding people who maximize your happiness. What do you think about that?
I think that's a really beautiful way to look at it. It shifts the focus from external validation, like how many dates you go on or whether you're in a relationship, and instead encourages you to focus on the quality of your connections and how they make you feel.
So it's not about checking off boxes on some societal checklist. It's about finding those people who genuinely bring joy and meaning to your life.
Exactly. And that's where Manson's 3 fundamentals come in: lifestyle, courage, and communication.
Ooh, okay, let's break those down. First up, lifestyle. What's that all about?
Lifestyle is about living in a way that truly reflects your passions and values. When you do that, you naturally attract people who share similar interests and outlooks on life.
Right, so it's not just about what you say you like. It's about actually living it. So, for example, if you're passionate about fitness and being outdoors, you're more likely to meet like-minded people at the gym or hiking or, rock climbing than if you're just scrolling through dating apps all day.
Exactly. You're putting yourself in environments where you're more likely to connect with people who are already on a similar wavelength. It's like creating your own little ecosystem of awesome.
I love that. So live your best life, and the right people will find their way to you.
Exactly. Now, the second fundamental, courage. This one's all about being upfront with your intentions. It means taking risks and asking someone out, even if you're afraid of rejection.
Yeah, this is the part where a lot of people get tripped up, right? That fear of rejection can be paralyzing.
It can be, but here's the thing. Each time you face that fear and do it anyway, you build your confidence. And remember, we talked about embracing rejection as a tool for growth. Well, this is how you practice that.
That's such a good point. So even if you get rejected, you're still winning because you're building courage.
Exactly. And who knows, you might even surprise yourself and get a yes.
Love that. Okay, so we've got lifestyle and courage down. What about the third fundamental? Communication.
Communication is all about expressing your needs and desires honestly and clearly, especially when it comes to physical intimacy. It's about creating a space where both people feel safe and respected to share what they're comfortable with and what they're looking for.
So it's not just about grand romantic gestures. It's about the everyday honesty and clear communication that builds a strong foundation for any relationship, romantic or otherwise.
Exactly. It's about creating that foundation of trust and understanding so you can create a truly fulfilling connection.
This has been such an insightful deep dive. I feel like I've learned so much already.
Huh.
So to sum up, rejection is a natural part of dating, but it doesn't have to be something we fear. And in fact, it can actually guide us toward the relationships that are right for us.
The key is to focus on being authentic, investing in your own growth, and seeking out connections with people who genuinely align with who you are.
And remember, those polarizing interactions that Manson talks about, those are actually a good thing. They help you filter out the wrong people and find the ones who truly appreciate you for you.
Exactly. And on that note, we'd like to leave you with a final question to ponder. If you fully embrace the idea that rejection is a tool for growth, how might your approach to dating change?
We'd love to hear your thoughts.
And until next time, happy dating.
And remember, embrace the rejections. They might just lead you to something amazing.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in to Sam's Summaries. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow, and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com to get free access to all of Sam's original summaries, which you can download as PDFs, as well as other exclusive content. It's all completely free at samfury.com.